Hi again. I'm continuing reviewing the games from Arizona's team championships, and this is round four. I'm black against almost a 1900 player. So she start playing with the d4. I play knight f6, trying to get the king's Indian, c4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, e4, d6, h3. Okay, so h3, this is a good move. Castle. And basically, white is trying to play g4 at some point and prevent me playing from f5, like you usually do in King's Indian. And knight d bishop d3. This is unusual move because the d4 is not protected. And here I should have instead of e5, I played e5, but instead of e5, I should have played knight c6. That's the book move, but I didn't remember. I forgot. And knight c6, and then if d5, I can play knight e5 or even knight d4. And so I'll go for the d4 score. So, and let's say f4, the computer suggests, and then this is a bad move for some reason. Yeah, because I think I just take here, and then I play e6 and get two bishops. Um, but also, if let's say they play knight f2, I play e5 here, and then if they play d5, I go to d4, and then I play c5. So that's a typical kind of response to this. But I decided to go with e5, which is not a bad move. It's not the best move. Okay. So d5, knight b d7. Now I go to c5, knight e2, knight c5. She saves the bishop. Um, and now I played knight h4, knight h4. Okay, so I'm trying to go to f4 and I'm going to sack the pawn. And I was thinking I should play it right away before she plays g4 and stop me from playing f5. Um, but the computer suggestion here is um, instead of knight h5, I should have played c6 because the king is still in the center, and if she's planning to play g4, which is the point of h3 move, then the king is still in the center. So by the time she long castles, she has to play here, here, g4, like 3 or 4 moves. I need to open up the center, right? So that makes sense. That's very logical. And the next time I'm probably going to play that. Um, so let's say c6, bishop g5, and take, uh, and then I can play bishop b6 and hit this pawn. And so she can't castle long, so she has to castle short, which makes h3 kind of not a very good move. Okay, so but I did play knight h5, and she should have maybe played here, and the computer recommends g4, and then g4, let's say, let's just look at that. And if I sack a pawn and attack his king, f3, and then she's fine. It's a safe pawn. Yeah, I can check, but it doesn't really do anything according to the computer. It's pretty solid in the center. f5, but this is not hanging, and the computer thinks it's okay with the queen going to u1 here. And repelling my queen backwards, and then, depending where I go, the king just escapes probably to d1, and white is fine. So that sack may not be good. So that's good to know, but she plays bishop e3, which is not the best move, and I get to play f5. And I was happy here because I play f5, and usually in King's Indian, once you get to f5, you have some chances for counterattacking. So I'm attacking here. I'm going to open up the rook. Maybe if she castles short, obviously I play f4 and f3, attack. So at this point, I was pretty happy. She unexpectedly takes my knight on c5, which I didn't expect. I don't think this is a good move because this dark square bishop usually is very good. This light square bishop is really bad because it's blocked by the pawns. but this dark squared bishop for white is very good. So exchanging it, probably not a good idea. Okay, and computer agrees. And now she plays queen d2. And now I'm thinking, well, she's going to castle long now, so I need to start attacking on this side. So I play a6. And a6 is okay, but the computer actually recommends going for the knight f4 because I'm attacking the pawn and preventing her from castling. So I'm sacking a pawn here, and she can take, and now I'm opening up the bishop. Now if she castles long, my bishop is already open. So that's what the computer recommends. If she castles, I play f3, which is a very interesting computer move. Take, take, and queen over here. And now I'm threatening this, and I'm threatening the f2, right? So removing, I take the pawn, and I have a pretty good position here with bishop e5. Okay, I'm blockading the pawns. I have two bishops, um, and the black is doing okay. Okay. But I didn't do that. Let's go back. I played a6, trying to attack on this side because I'm thinking she's going to castle long. So she castles long, and I played b5, sacking a pawn to open up my rook. But the computer doesn't like it. The computer thinks I should have prepared it. I think yeah, instead of b5, the computer recommends. Oh, computer's still recommending knight f4, opening up this bishop again, like previously said. Bishop g7 is also no good. I was going to play that for b5, but doesn't like it. But I played b5 and sacked the pawn, and then here she played king b1, just defending this pawn, which is a miss. Computer obviously greedily thinks taking the pawn is good, but then I would take this pawn, and from a human perspective, this is not a very good one because now my rook is super active. So I would, as white, I would never do this, and my opponent did not do that either. But the computer gives this line, just kind of instructive. The bishop comes out to b3 on this diagonal, and then I check and just exchanging rooks. And now the knight is active, the bishop is active, d6 is threatening the discovery check, and white is doing fine. I don't really have any attack because I don't really have any pieces on this side, all my pieces on this side. And obviously that makes sense. Okay, but she played king b1 here in this position, defending the pawn. And now she's threatening to take. So I defend the pawn, bishop d7. Again, a normal human move, but computer sees uh, more than humans, so it's a bad move because of the following sequence. So she could have played the computer recommends I should play b4, keeping the knight first, and I was afraid the knight is going to come and attack, but I simply defended. And next move, I'm going to play bishop d6. Let's say b3, bishop d6, cast here, bishop b7, and here, and then I just take, right? So that's what the computer recommends. It kind of makes sense in hindsight, but I wasn't afraid of her taking there. And so I just defended the pawn, preparing a and b4 push, so she can go to a5. But the computer obviously sees more, so she played rook d f1, defending this pawn because I guess I could have taken and the rook opens on f2, so she's defending the f2 pawn. But what she should have done instead of that is just take on e5. Take on e5, and if I take, g4 is a strong move. So attacking the knight and opening up her on bishop on h2 because the rook and the bishop coordinating on this. So let's say if I take, so this is a good move, let's say. So if I take, now if the knight moves, this is hanging. So she has a very strong attack now instead of me having a strong attack. So this is very strong. I didn't see that. And neither did my opponent. So she didn't play that. So she played, like I said, defending on f2. So she's playing very defensive, which is, I guess, good for me. And again, here, I should have taken here or something. I click queen d2. I'm trying to attack again on this side. And she still doesn't see this opening up. She could have still done this, taken g4. But she plays f3, very defensive play from my opponent. Now I attack the a2. I'm threatening b4. But once again, computer recommends playing b4 right away because to prevent the counterattack. Now I'm threatening b4 and then take on a2. So my opponent lashes out with g4, but she should have taken here first, opening up her bishop, and then play g4. But she plays g4 right away, but her bishop is still blocked up here. So I finally come with the knight to f4, which was my original idea, like 20 moves before, sacking a pawn. She takes, which computer doesn't recommend taking that because that's opening up my bishop again to the attacking his king. I mean her king. And now it's a very bad position for white because white doesn't have an attack, only I have an attack. I have open a file, I have open bishop, my pawn is going to come to b4. And it's very hard to play as white. Okay, a4. This was a really weird move from my opponent, but she was cracking under pressure and she's trying to save the pawn. And maybe she's hoping I'm going to take and then it's all blocked up for a couple of moves. But I didn't take. I play b4, and then has to move the knight. I take on a4. So her position is completely crumbling. She takes here, but here I had to think for 10 minutes. Again, it's game in 40, and 10 minutes is a long time. What's the best way to realize my superior position? And I decided to play b3, and this wins, but a better win would have been bishop b5. Just threatening checkmate here. And I saw this. I saw some of this, not till the end of the variation, but I saw bishop b5 move, and I was considering between b3, bishop b5, and some other moves. So I'm threatening checkmate. So one of the only moves is moving the king, and I sack a bishop here, bishop b2, and then if she takes, then it's check and checkmate into move. So white cannot take the bishop, has to move here. Then I check in, has to interpose. I take here and take here, and I saw until this moment, and not until this moment. Yeah, until this moment I saw, and then I thought I'm gonna take here take, and then I'll check, and bishop intercepts, and I get the exchange, take back, take, and rook take. So I'm going to have an exchange and two pawns. And I thought that would be winning, and I was almost going to play it, but I was like, well, exchange, maybe I can have more. What I didn't see is what the computer is seeing, obviously. I didn't see that I don't have to take the queen. I can check here again, and this is completely winning because if she moves here, I just win the queen here. Okay, and I continue attacking. Not only I win the queen, but I continue attacking, right? So here, and then I just take, and then this is checkmate. So I didn't see this move either. I didn't see queen d4. I didn't see queen b1, obviously. And this is very interesting. Checkmate here. Oh, there you go. There's checkmate. Or if she goes here, let's end this position. White goes with the king here, then I check, and I win a queen here. Okay, so I didn't see winning the queen, but that's where I spend like 10 minutes calculating this. I just didn't see the bishop, the queen here check. I didn't see that, so what I did play was b3, which is also winning. It's basically winning a piece because if say what did she do? I think she just gave it up. But if she plays, let's say, bishop d3, then I was planning to play c4. So let's just play this c4, attacking the bishop. Bishop can't go anywhere, so I can play here, here, and now I'm threatening checkmate. I'm threatening to take the bishop, and the attack continues. So at least I win a piece. So that's why I went for it, because I didn't see the other line. And now she just gives up the piece. She just plays knight c3, bringing a defender. But I check here. Again, I'm threatening checkmate here. She does have a lot of good moves. She removes her queen over here. So to get the escape square, I check, and I take here. And now she resigned because I'm threatening check. I'm threatening to take the knight, and it's basically going to be checkmate. Actually, the computer says it's checkmate too. So no matter what she does, it's going to be checkmate. So let's say she plays here, and then I check, uh, here, check, and then here I can check and win a queen. Can also take this rook here with check. So it's all over. So in the end, it worked out. It was an interesting attack, but I didn't see some of the moves that White could have played if White was more active or saw those things. And next time I'm gonna keep my eye on and not play knight h5. Probably not a very good maneuver there. Or if I play knight h5, go to f4 immediately, trying to open up this bishop. So yeah, for anybody who wants to improve, this is the way to do it. Review your games. You don't have to look at my games. Review your own games and see how you can improve. And definitely, this is something that everybody said. All the grandmasters says this is how to improve the chess game. Hopefully, you enjoyed this game. Thank you for watching.